Futures and options on futures trading involve substantial risk and is not a suitable investment for all types of investors. Past results are not necessarily indicative of future results. When I use the word I in this video, it refers to what I teach in my charting course or what I author in my twice daily oral and written updates. Prices shown on charts and quote boards are in real time and take into account all known activity up to this point in time. And if you'd like to read more of this disclaimer, simply hit the pause key on your video player. Good morning. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Tuesday, January 8th, 2019, about 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So the marketplace, digesting right now a strong opening and then the market falling back quite a bit. You know, we're still in this range of roughly 300 point, 400 point in the Dow ranges. We're still seeing volatility in the metal markets. The dollar today is higher off of bad news out of Germany on their industrial production. The soybeans are down 8 cents, and the reason, and by the way, this is probably what took some of the air out of the market, was that the trade delegations that the U.S. sent, our trade delegation and meeting the Chinese, they say that they have narrowing, and they are narrowing their differences, but they're not ready to make a deal. So that took the air somewhat out of the marketplace. At least they didn't walk out basically saying that they're very far apart. So who knows where that goes. That is offering in its own strange way something of a bid into the crude oil market, but part of that is also Nigeria that is talking. They may delay their presidential election again, and if they do that, in other words, what's going to happen to their oil? Will that create problems? So the market's looking at some of that. Silver trying to get a bit of a bid on it as well. Let me come here where I should be. In terms of news today, the U.S. NFIB December Small Business Optimism Index came in at 104.4 versus November's 104.8. Well, we'd expect that because, remember, we saw a crash going on in the market from December, so not a surprise there. Canada's trade deficit is widened out. Not a surprise with the price of oil tumbling away, and of course you can see that their oil production was down 160,000 barrels a day. Germany's industrial output, this is a piece of bad news in my opinion. There's going to be a lot of questions whether Germany is headed into a recession, but their output fell 1.9% from the previous month. They were looking for 0.3% better, at least that's what the analysts were looking for. China is reported to have bought another 15 to 20 cargoes of soybeans. However, that brings them to the amount that they said they would buy as a minimum when these negotiations got going. We don't hear too much about it because the USDA department that reports on that isn't funded right now, so we're not getting all that news, but the trade keeps hearing about that. And there's reports that Brexit, well, the talk on Brexit is that it might be extended. No surprise there, as we're not hearing anything positive being done. And I think that if Ms. May takes that next week for a vote, it's not going to go well. So options are being explored there. As for the marketplace, remember tonight we have the president speaking at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 Eastern Time. My expectation, I'm looking for those words, national emergency. It gives him cover, if you think about it, as he heads into this Friday where the first real paychecks will be lost, and maybe that gives him the cover. Yes, it's going to create a legal argument. Yes, he hasn't done well in the courts, but I don't know what else to expect. That's just my guess. Flip a coin. That's how much accuracy that can have. But we'll see just what the heck's going to go from there. I want to remind you, one of the things that I do is I offer a lot of research. And I start off my subscribers, and you can get a free trial to my subscription, with a video each morning. It's probably the most important thing I do because, be it a metal trader, I'm showing you where I think you go. And I'm able in that video to say, buy here, sell there, do this, do that. In these videos, I can only speak generically, and the reason for that is that the government's rules go on to the point where if you say buy, sell anything, it has to be to a certain database. It has to be protected in a certain way. You can't do that as I'm putting these things on YouTube, but I can do it with a user ID and password that broadcasts from our website, and it goes right into your phone. Remember, your smartphone, we have our QT applications and all the other good things we have. Take advantage. Give it a try with all the software and everything we've got. It's pretty simple. Call us. go to our website, www.iraepstein.com, and you can click here. And remember, look in your mailbox. I'm going to be mailing out again today the second round of invites for my Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time live webinar where you're invited to come in and ask questions. Be a great thing to do because we're going to hear the president tonight. We're going to hear about the border wall, Brexit. There's going to be a lot to talk about. And of course, what are the currency trends? I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day, and I will talk to you all this afternoon. Take care.